K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here's Tatum. No good, shot missing. Good D by Siakam. It's safe to say Jason Tatum is a bona fide superstar.
He certainly is, Kevin, and really been a big-time star from the time he was 23 years old. Lots of pressure on this young player, but Jason's not only embraced it, he's thrived under it.
White tries again, and it's sent back by Turner.
He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
Almost quit. Stupid on the game.
Tatum with it. Brown outside. Back to Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Oh, how easy it is to get off your feet. How about the spring from Jason Tatum?
And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
We played just over a minute here in the first. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Nigga playing around. Already?
Siakam outside. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Pass to Nembhard. Nailed from three-point land.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Now, in talking about Tyrese Halliburton, I wanted to know about the strategy for him out there. Coach said Halliburton is so quick and such a deft ball handler, I think it just comes down to keeping up with him, matching his pace, not letting him get one step ahead. So, that's the game plan. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And the dunk by Tatum.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Holiday. Tatum draws the double. On the wing, Holiday.
Wow.
Brown outside. Clock at 6. Back to Porzingis. Porzingis can't hit.
Tyrese Halliburton.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
And here is Tatum, following the three-pointer by Siakam. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Fires away from way outside. Halliburton, no good. Celtics trailed by 4. Here's Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Tatum's got 6 points.
Well, the increasing strength of Jason Tatum is making it harder to knock him off his path. That is nice.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And it's the Celtics with the ball. After Indiana gets the 3. It's to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
A shot by Nembhard, no good. Brown outside. Outside, White. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Puts up a deep 3. Pascal Siakam grabs the miss. It's Nembhard on the wing. Nice shot from the wing. He's got 5.
Well, that's a bad shot until it goes through the net.
Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers.
Substitution on the court.
Outside Mathurin. Here's Bryant. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Pass to Shepard. Back to McConnell. Here's Bryant. That's good. It's McConnell with the assist.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Tatum draws the double. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. It's White on the wing. For 3. The rebound by Shepard. Indiana leading by 5. Indiana shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Boy, when you think about Benedict Mathurin, this guy is a talented, aggressive scorer. His ceiling very high. He's going to have to be a little more efficient.
Now here's Tatum. Fires the 3. Hands it from downtown. Mathurin for 3.
Let's get it. Ow!
And that one released in time, but no good. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. It's the Pacers up 4.
17.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And great, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton has become the face of the Pacers franchise. He says they've done a great job of allowing me to spread who I am and how I play throughout the organization. Guys and the coaches have adapted to that. Good things are happening. I want us to be the best team in the league. Kevin, he's certainly taking them in the right direction.
David, I'm infatuated with this guy as you are. He does so much at such a young age. Man, the sky is the limit. It's rebounded by Indiana. To the middle. Here's Mathurin. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And one of the better athletes in his draft class, Mathurin, with quick lift off the floor and then the power to hammer it home.
It's White on the wing. Pass to Pritchard. Shot clock at 6. Celtics passing it around. The 3 from Tatum. The rebound by Bryant.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
This guy very comfortable operating in the painted area. All Obi Toppin needs is a little bit of room to get that shot off.
That's my ball.
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And here is Tatum. 6 points for him. Horford inside the line. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass. Point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. So both teams changing it up here. Here's Brown. Hasn't made one yet. Screen by Porzingis. To stop the run. Nembhard grabs the board. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got the lead up to 13 now for the Pacers.
Such a long, gifted athlete and tremendous rim run by Miles Turner. Nicely done getting out in transition.
You know, many see Brown as a scorer, but Doris, he's put more of an emphasis on his defense in recent seasons.
You're exactly right, Kevin. He's taken tremendous pride in asking his coaches to put him on the best offensive player. When he's the point of attack defensively, look out. He can give a lot of headaches to ball handlers.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. It's his third foul of the game. And so it's Indiana with it. And it's Halliburton missing. Outside Holiday. And here's Brown outside. Right wing.
2 minutes.
Outside Holiday. Knocks down the 3-ball. Holiday's got himself going there. His first points of the game in the deep ball.
And I love Holiday's shot selection. Fantastic at realizing when he should shoot off the catch. And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Hauser. Halliburton with the steal from deep, and he's good on the 3-ball. And the Pacers lead by 13.
Boy, always ready to play up-tempo basketball. Tyrese Halliburton stops on the pull-up. That is nice.
And they double up Brown.
Oh, he played.
Here's Hauser. The Celtics keep it going. A new 14-second shot clock.
Well, you want Kristaps Porzingis to insert himself off the rebounding aspect. Go to the offensive board and cash in.
3 points.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Third team foul. Substitution.
40 seconds left to play here in the half. Drills the 3-pointer.
Halliburton, a huge part of this offense, which is why he has the confidence in these catch-and-shoot situations. No hesitation.
Over in the corner.
I don't know how that wasn't a charge.
No time getting those
He must be losing so bad. They got to help him
White's
out.
got 6 points in the quarter.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And the best part of that sequence wasn't Holiday's steal, but his quick decision to push the ball and start the break. That's when the D's most vulnerable, and he took advantage.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Brown. And the dunk by Brown.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
I like it.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
I got to play better. I'm playing like trash right now.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Doris, some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times Don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Tyrese Halliburton. And when Porzingis goes to work inside, Doris, there are not a lot of answers for his size.
We know, Kevin, obviously, that post-ups become less and less a part of the game, but still an important one opportunistically. And you talk about efficiency in the post, that is Kristaps Porzingis. But not only that, the mid-range game is there, the three-point game is there, and the defense is there.
Yep, that one goes. And 12 points for Porzingis.
You get the sense his teammates recognize Kristaps Porzingis is in rhythm. Let's keep feeding him.
The shot's good from Halliburton.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Tatum with it. Now guarded by Siakam. It's to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Celtics passing it around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. The Celtics making a switch here. And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Indiana calls time. Celtics entertainment, everyone. Come on, make some noise.
The Pacers making a change here.
The Celtics entertainment.
Pacers leading by 6. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 5th foul.
5th personal foul. First team foul. Substitution for the Pacers.
That's tipped. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop it. And White with the stop.
You pause in the game so like you actually did something with skills. You did some bullshit and work. You and I both know that. You play all balls on with bullshit. Nigga, you suck. You suck bad.
And finish.
You got the best team in the game playing zone and off ball.
Aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Like, press and square as much as you can, trying to get cheese still. You suck, bro. And you the type of nigga to wait till the end of the game to come on the mic. That's why you playing so hard right now, because you want to prove your point.
2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd.
See, I've been playing the same way all game. You suck. I don't have to try hard. I'm not trying at all, actually.
Get those kinds of looks from deep.
On the Pacers' doors last season.
All I'm trying to do is get this man fouled out. Big shot.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
He's just relying on steals.
To attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
He relying on cheap steals to play defense and off ball and zone.
Back to Tatum.
Let me guess. Go by? Yeah. No.
Porzingis with the ball. Just 4 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And it's White missing. Pacers leading by 12.
I'm taking my freedom, putting it all the time.
No good on
Living my life like a show,
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
What a weapon the three has become for Jason Tatum. Look out.
Inside, Bryant. And Bryant slams it in.
Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Tatum draws the double. To the paint. Here's White. That's 3 quarters off the mark. And a wide open look for Mathurin. Drops in the tray.
3 points.
Mathurin's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, a lot of confidence to Mathurin's game. That efficiency has to get better, but he is not shy.
And here's Tatum for three.
Trash.
And a fast break now.
Oh yeah, you trash.